everyone, and welcome back to the show. Usually I have Fox and Mikey with me, but sadly today, when we got around to recording, the camera was pretty much dead. So please excuse him from this video and the next one, which I'll be releasing sometime tomorrow. I say tomorrow as in that I'm releasing this one tomorrow, and then the other one comes the day after. Time variables when you're recording the night before. Anyway, so this first one is going to be the first movie we watched. It's going to be Thor Ragnarok. In short, the plot. Thor has gone off adventuring to try and find the other stones and can't find them. So, failing to find the Eternity Stones, he's on his way back when he encounters a path of just complete and total destruction, and he's having a look around. He has found out that a number of Asgard's former enemies have been gathering around and gathering up forces, and obviously planning to take on Asgard again. Taking out a big fire demon, by the way, on the way there. He then also gets back to Asgard and finds out that Loki's taking over again, as trying to pretend to be their father, and proceeds to oust him for trying to fake being Odin, and then they go and try and find Odin. Odin, because he's been removed from Asgard for so long, his powers have waned to the point that he is perishing, and before his sons can take him back home, he's officially dead and just becomes one with Norway, apparently. That's where he went to, and he pretty much called it home. Cute little moment. Sad also, since Odin passed away, but he also had to tell his sons upon his passing that their firstborn, a sister, is going to come, Hela, and she is going to pretty much destroy Asgard. Nothing that he can really do about it. He doesn't completely blame them because he pretty much blames himself as well for not warning them about everything that happened beforehand. So, with that being said, Hela breaks out. She on the way to Asgard, she knocks both Thor and Loki off the trail, and both of them wind up at different points of time in more or less the same area. Loki becomes a gatherer, and Thor gets captured and becomes forced into a gladiator position. And things just go crazy from there. So I don't want to spoil too much of the plot. New characters are interesting. Really like Jeff Goldblum. Really like the Valkyrie. That's what they're just referring to her as. I don't know. There's technically multiple Valkyries, but most of them died except for her. And there's backstory to that too. Other than that, really like the music in this one, and I don't mean the obvious like Guardians of the Galaxy style stuff. That stuff was okay, and at least they were trying to be minimal with it because you don't want to overdo it. That's Guardian of the Galaxy's thing mostly. But the retro style music that they decided to go with for the soundtrack to this just worked so well. I absolutely love this soundtrack. I'm actually going to actively search for that soundtrack. Last time I actively searched for a soundtrack like this, I think, was Spider-Man 1 or 2. It's been a while since I've been interested in a movie soundtrack. All of the main players are fantastic. They do extremely good jobs. All of the references, all of the ins and outs, oh my god, such amazing work. Thank God Marvel's on the right track for doing this stuff well and making sure that you understand everything. And thank God you don't need to spend more than a couple moments with certain guest appearances and you're right on the trail again. I really like this one. I don't think this is going to like top Guardians of the Galaxy levels, but this was a thoroughly enjoyable sit-through, probably one of the best Thor movies up to this point. Possibly going to be the ender for the Thor movies. I don't know. I'm not sure where you can go from where this ends. I'm not going to spoil all the ending stuff, but whew, a lot of stuff changed by the end of this movie. A lot of stuff, and for the better. There's some real, genuine character development with some of these main characters, and thank goodness. But yeah, again, not wanting to get off spoilers, you need to go see this if you're a fan at all of the Marvel Universe. And to see one of the main guys actually go through some major development is actually a really nice thing to see too. To see one of these guys actually go through a development that feels natural and right and properly done. So really liked it. I don't want to give number ratings because numbers mean nothing in a rating. I really genuinely liked it. I think most people would. If you know anything about Thor, this is probably the best movie. If you really are into Thor, and his mythos and his background and everything. If you genuinely like the Marvel movies so far, this is probably another really good peak. Again, not as high as Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or 2 to me, but it's way up there. It's like at least Doctor Strange level. That's some good stuff right there. Not to say that's even Doctor Strange was anything bad either. Very good movie last year. So that's going to be it for the quick review on this one. I don't have the other guys, so we can't pad this out another 5 or 10 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to see you again tomorrow, and we're going to talk about another movie that's almost out of theaters. So I'll see you then.